Good morning, YouTube. Today, I'm going to review our 2008 Lamborghini Gallardo Spider.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and this is our dealership, NG Supercars, and that is actually Toon's Lamborghini Gallardo Spider.
Toon was incredible.
So we have bought, I believe, 6 cars from Al. That is his jersey up there. He's a fan of the channel. We're a big fan of him. I'll admit, I am not a NFL watcher, so I didn't know who he was. I had to look him up. I'm sorry, Al. Yeah, I guess he was an all-star and stuff, so that's pretty cool. And he obviously took very good care of this car because it is in exceptional condition. Only 1 or 2 minor flaws. It's very, very clean. And it's got well under 10,000 miles. So I'm gonna walk around and show you everything that's right and wrong with it. It is a bit dirty, I apologize. It's been sitting in the shop for about a week or 2 and just collecting dust. That's why we need to get out and drive it. So we'll review it, walk around, talk about it, and then we're gonna go out and of course drive it. It is 84 degrees outside in January. This makes no sense, but I will enjoy a convertible with that weather, even though I don't normally like convertibles. So let's show you around this thing and then we'll take it out for a spin. Okay, the 2008. So this is the pre-LP Lamborghini, which means that it is actually still a Lamborghini. It's some Audi parts, but it's not 100% Audi like the later Gallardos. So the LP Gallardos, the 2009 later, are, well, yeah, you know, mostly Audis, but it's pretty cool. It's Rosso Mars. I had not heard of this color prior to this, but it is a beautiful metallic red, and you can see we've got nice big brake calipers. We've got new Michelins on it. There is one flaw right here, which I'm gonna point out right away. That right there is probably the most substantial flaw. My assumption is at some point it probably got towed or shipped and they had a strap through the wheels and it rubbed the paint. We've seen that on a lot of cars. It's always a spot to check on the front right there, and on the rear you check the rear side of it. But walking around there's pretty much really nothing. That's dirt. Yep. And there's basically nothing going on the front bumper. It's pretty darn clean. I believe, yes, it has a PPF. So PPF on the front clip. And walking around some more, you see no scuffs on that wheel. Looks really good. Oh, there you go. One teeny tiny little paint flaw. Glass looks great. Looking around. I'm trying to find stuff. Wait, is that? Nope, that's dirt. And again, it's kind of dusty up here. I apologize. Let's look at this wheel. Oh, there you go. A little bit of scuff right there and there. Nope, that's just dirt. Oh, I lied. It's just dirt. Sorry. Nope, nothing wrong there. Yeah, moving around back. Nothing going on. Yep, nice and clean. Got the little retractable spoiler. Very large rear deck piece, by the way. Nothing going on that wheel. Oh, here we go. Yep, there's a teeny tiny paint chip, teeny tiny paint chip. All right, so we found some flaws because, you know, nothing's perfect, so it's actually good to find them. And I don't see any marks on that wheel either. One nice thing about having the Spider is we can look at the interior without opening the doors. So you can see, yeah, seats are pretty clean. When I first showed this car, I don't know, it was something about the light or whatever. It kind of looked wrinkly, and everyone was like, oh my God, that seat's horrible. It's like, actually, it looks really quite good in person. I don't know, maybe it doesn't show up that great on camera, but that is an aftermarket steering wheel, by the way. I believe we have the factory one. Classic Gallardo, the reverse button is pretty much worn out. And we also have cat deletes in this car, but we have the original cats in the frunk. So I can show you that real quick. Let me pop the frunk. All right, yes, you have the original factory catalytic converters right there. Got the little toolkit and the world's most useless trunk. That trunk on these Gallardos is pretty much pointless. There's really not a whole lot you can do with that thing. So let's pop the rear, take a look at the engine. Oh wait, you know what? Usually there's a door thing like right back here, but there isn't one. I don't see where it is. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Well, I'm assuming there's a way to open it. I'm gonna have to Google this real quick. All right, YouTube, so I had to Google this. This is how you apparently open up the rear. You push and hold both of these buttons for 4 seconds. There it goes. Whoa. That's not what I wanted. Well, anyway. Maybe it wasn't. Oh, I guess, yeah, it kind of does put it up that top. Because you need access to it. Soft top not secure. This is the weirdest shit. Okay. I guess it needs the top closed. Ah, okay, there you go. Service mode. Oh, wow. You'd have to, like, remove this whole thing in order to see the engine. Well, there you go. You can't see much of shit back here. And there's also, like, this little lockout. I saw that in the video. Okay, well. There it is. I'm just going to close the top, to be honest. What the heck? This thing is, like, all sorts of complaining. Okay, now it's happy. Hooray! Alright, well, enough of playing around with this. Let's go take it out for a spin. Alright, YouTube, we're in the Lamborghini Gallardo Spider, and I can tell you that it is not as spacious as the regular Gallardo already. Okay, let's get that secondary air. Here we go. Alright, that's pretty legit. See if it's as herky-jerky as the, yeah, it's still pretty herky-jerky compared to the Ferraris. Weird thing is it kind of like, once you give it a bump on the gas, it just kind of keeps going. Almost like becomes like an auto. Look at that, like I'm not on the gas and we're just rolling. We're rolling hard. Okay. First time driving the Spider. By the way, now they built this road. Check this out. We got this little shortcut we can use now. Gallardos always have a lot of transmission whine, I've noticed. I wonder if that's because of the all-wheel drive or what. Okay, yeah, having the Spider does make some pretty good noises. I may have to do the whole nerdy thing just so you can hear me. I know it looks stupid rolling around with the windows up like that, but it is what it is. Alright, pretty good downshifts. A little bit of bloop, 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 bloop. Interesting. It kind of has a stutter in the shifts, like it's so slow. I wonder if it's just because I'm not really on it hard right now. We're just kind of giving it some warm-up time. You know, we're just driving it nice and gentle. Don't want to be hard on it. By the way, only 9,445 miles on it right now. Yeah, this thing's a baby still. Already getting some Lamborghini pops and drama. Wow! Holy shit, when the valves open, that is a huge difference in sound. Wow, that's really cool. All right, I kind of dig that. It's like we're on it. It sounds okay then. Whoa, huge difference in noise. Holy shit. Normally I go that way, but there's two cars going that way. Wow, this is... Alright, well, so the drama is definitely Italian. We've got the Italian flair. It is definitely... It's all about making the noises. The interior is... I'm gonna leave it out there. It is not comfortable. This is not a comfortable car. I am not that tall. I'm only like 5'9", and I don't fit very well in here. Like my knees are actually at a pretty good angle and stuff. There's no way you could fit in this car as a tall person. I don't know how the hell Al Toon fit in this thing. I don't know if he ever did. Maybe that's why it's got so few miles on it. Maybe he just never really fit in the car, so he never really drove the car. That's my suspicion anyway. I feel like we need a valve controller to keep those valves open. That'd be fantastic. Oh god, it's kind of rough too. All right, here we go. All right, well, it's much slower on the shifts than the Super G. Holy shit, that makes a lot of drama. It's all about having drama and flair in this car. It is. It's like, oh, you're gonna make the noises and you're gonna make the sounds and listen to that. Jeez. All right, I really don't like spiders that much, but the sound is almost worth the uncomfortable squeezed in feeling, because I've got the seat against the wall. This is maxed out, and again, my knees are bent to get to the pedals. So if you're any taller than me, you're gonna be less comfortable than I am, which is already not that very comfortable. But man, this is this is nuts. Wow. Pops and bangs and all sorts of drama to this car. Jeez. I mean, it's not that ridiculously fast. It is still heavy. The all-wheel drive system in these cars does make them heavy. They aren't anywhere near as precise as the Ferraris. The visibility is shit. I could see how if you had the top up and you were at like a stoplight, you'd have to crane your neck down just to see the light. That's how it was in the Super G. That's how it was in the other Gallardos. Oh, listen to that. Jeez. Wow. All right. I mean, it's fun as shit. I am giggling like a schoolgirl, laughing and having a grand old time. So it's definitely fun. It's a whole lot of fun. There's no doubt about that. Smiles per dollar are pretty high in this car, especially because these things are in the low hundreds, even below 100 sometimes. Obviously this one's got such low miles that it's above 100, but they're not expensive. They're reasonably reliable. They look great. They sound great. I mean, yeah, it's not as fast as the modern stuff, but it's still fast enough. It's got pretty okay handling. It's not awful. Pretty slow shifts. It's definitely the earlier version of the E-gear. Not as exciting and dramatic as the Super Gs, but that's okay. God, when those valves open, it's just so loud. It's pretty reasonable handling. It's just not as precise. It's so heavy, but there's not much body roll. I just don't have the same confidence. I don't have the same confidence that I would have in like a Ferrari, but I feel like it's still really capable. Yeah, having the oh, fuel. Okay. I was like, what I break? What? It's bitching about fuel and I still have more than a quarter tank? All right. Holy shit. Well, that doesn't suck. Oh man, they like totally ripped out all of the dead trees and they're still working on the messed up fences from the flooding. Let's see if my road is still screwed up. Jesus. Oh, don't go this way, squirrel.
good. I mean, it's just, it's not as precise. You know, that's, as our friend Steve, who had the Super G, his license plate on the Super G was mallet, and his license plate on his F430 was scalp or knife. So knife and scalpel, and that kind of really explains it. Looks like they've actually done a lot of the road work here. This was all torn up just recently. The gears on these Lamborghinis are so tall. Like, the difference between each gear makes... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, yeah, this is good. This is good. All right, yeah, I'm having a good time. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I like this car. I like it. I'll admit it. I'm having a good time. And the price for these things is just so cheap. Okay, let's let her rip. Here we go. Enough. Oh, it wasn't in sport mode. Jeez, I should have been in sport mode. Well, there you have it. I'm a fan. This thing's really fun. I've been smiling this whole time. I've been having a grand old time. The sounds, the drama, it's still got all the Italian flair. It's really fun, and picking these up for the prices that they're at right now, that's just crazy. This is a whole lot of car for the money.
Well, YouTube, I'll be honest. I enjoyed that more than I thought I would. I didn't think I was gonna really like this Gallardo Spider, partly because I'm not like the biggest fan of the Gallardo. I mean, I like the Super G a lot, but I actually really like this a lot. Now, to be fair, I don't really like Spiders, but the sound that this thing makes with the top down is so stupid fun. These things look kind of odd with the top up, so I feel like you gotta have one of these somewhere where you can drive with the top down most of the time, otherwise it looks a little bit wonky. All right. I had fun, super cool car, great sounds, fast enough, really good price. Yeah, all right. Someone come buy this thing. It's for sale. Check it out on our website, ngsupercars.com. If you're interested in it, want to make an offer, send us an email, sales@ngsupercars.com. Also, don't forget to buy parts and services from us at normalguysupercar.com. Use the code NGS10, and we will see you guys in the next video. We're going to be doing a lot of cool car stuff. You're going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.